Hello spooky jelly beans, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working on my spooky island Thistle and we're going to be building the area around resident services. Now I'm just going to basically be building it outwards from resident services, if that makes sense, because it's not actually going to be a specific thing, it's just a bit of decorating basically. But before we get stuck into the decorating, I'd love it if you could like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. And now let's get started with today's build. Remember in my previous builds on Thistle, I said I had another sort of idea to go along with this island. So it was going to be like a witchy forest core island, but also with other elements. Well, we're going to be starting those other elements today, and I can't wait to show you. And I've got some amazing codes that I've downloaded. I have linked the creators' social that has made them because they are absolutely stunning. And oh my gosh. And by the way, we've got little Roswell here. I've just moved Roswell in, and he actually replaced that monstrosity that was here, the ugly green hippo. But yes, he's here now and he's staying. He's permanent and I love him. He's so cute. I don't know what it is about the alligator villagers. I seem to just really like them. Like, if you didn't know, Boots is one of my favorite villagers of all time. He's currently on my island Pumpkaboo, and yeah, I adore him. I like all the alligators, I think. I love Sly, I love Alfonso, I love Boots, and now Roswell has joined the favourite alligator gang. Oh my god, I love them. But anyway, enough about those cute alligators. I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing. So I'm currently placing this green wooden plank pattern all the way around resident services. Now you're probably thinking, why am I doing this? But you'll see in a second, you'll see. This plank code is made by Tortuga Chronicles over on Instagram. So go give their account a follow and check out some of their amazing designs. They make so many amazing custom designs. It's just unreal. It's just amazing. Now this next code that I'm putting down is also made by the same creator, and this is the other element that I was keeping a little bit of a secret until I got to it, and I'm actually building a swamp. You may be thinking, why a swamp? Well, I love the idea of making a swamp core island, and as soon as I saw Tortuga Chronicles' amazing swamp codes that they had made, I knew I had to do a swamp sort of island in the future, and so here we are. I thought, what better way to do this than to make it a spooky swamp? So there you go. Now that you know the final element to Thistle, I can kind of explain it a bit better. So I want Thistle to be heavily forest core, but I also wanted to have the swamp included, and obviously it's witch core because I'm going to be using a lot of witchy items and witchy inspired areas and things like that. So yeah, I hope it comes out really well. Well, I hope it comes out how it looks in my head, but we'll see. I have some fun ideas for this whole island, so yeah. Now, if you're not too interested in the swamp sort of sections of this, I will be doing a lot of forest core sections. Like I said, I want this to be heavily forest core inspired, and there will be some witchy areas and some spooky areas that you can take inspiration from. Now, don't forget, when I do make these builds, all you have to do really, if you want to fit it to your theme, if you're not doing the same theme as me, is just change a few of the codes around. So instead of having this swamp code, you could probably have a really lovely water code instead, or anything in fact. And then you can have a completely different feel to your build and the island. These builds that I do on this channel aren't specifically set for the island theme that I'm doing. I mean, some of them are, but obviously all you have to do is just change a few things and fit it to your theme if you're doing something different to what I'm doing. I mean, of course, if you're doing the same theme as me, then it's a bonus, right? You could just probably get huge inspiration from it, maybe copy it if you wanted to. I just really love seeing people who have watched my videos and then either commented or tagged me in a photo because they've got inspo from what I've built, and I just love seeing that. I don't know why, that's why I do these videos. I just love to inspire people with certain builds, maybe inspire them to get back into Animal Crossing as well, and that's just really the fun part for me. But anyway, let's get back to talking about today's build. So the bit that I've just built with all the code and everything, the swamp code and that, I will be going back to that in my next video, so there will be a part 2 to this one, because I didn't realize how big the area actually is around resident services that I had. So yeah, I thought I would be able to fit it all in one video, and I don't. It would literally make this video so long. So yeah, you'll have to wait till the second part out later this week for me to build around the actual swamp section itself. As you may have noticed, I've started using the bamboo trees in this section of the island. I feel like the bamboo trees go really well with a swamp core aesthetic, so I'm going to be using them around the swamp areas mainly, but I do want to add them to some of the forest areas as well, so it looks like it's kind of grown out from the swamp section, if that makes sense. I just think it makes it look a bit more natural and more realistic. Now behind resident services, in this gap between the actual building itself and the planks, I'm just going to be placing some of those natural items that I love. So we got the bushes, the trees and the flowers, also popping a giant vine in here as well, and we're going to pop some decayed trees, just, you know, to put some items in this section so it's not just trees and flowers, because that was my old go-to thing to do, just flowers and trees and bushes, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to try and add more items to these natural sections, as I call them. And look at Roswell, he's already using the walkway. He's so cute. I love him. Who else has Roswell, by the way, or who else has any alligators on their island? Let me know in the comments down below. Who's your favourite alligator? If you like the alligators, that is. And who do you have on your island that's an alligator right now? Because I love them. But anyway, enough of that. We're still placing bushes and trees and decayed trees and things like that. Now, yes, I did cut that bamboo down a little bit because I wanted to keep it just as the little stump sticks things. I don't know. What do you call bamboo that's cut down? Because obviously when you cut the tree down, it's a tree stump. Is it bamboo stumps? I'm not sure. Someone let me know because I don't know. And I just have to use the glowing moss again because we used it on our last build on the Nooks Cranny and Able Sisters build, and it just looks so lovely. It adds like a magical vibe to this whole island, and that's what I want it to do. I want it to still feel magical, still feel spooky and overgrown and swampy, apparently so many different things. So wish me luck. Oh my gosh, you know what I should do one day? We should make a poll, well, like a few different polls on the community, and then just like see which ones win out of each one, and then put those all together and make an island based on all those themes put together. I don't know how that would go. That's probably a little bit crazy because it could literally come up with random themes that don't really match together, and then I've got to try and build something. I kind of want to try it though, you know? I want the challenge. I like to give myself my own little challenge now, I think. Like, this island is definitely going to be a challenge, but yeah, I like to have a challenge, so it makes my game more fun. Now, over here, we're just building a little plank section, and oh, she's decided to plunk her booty on that stump. Why do they do that? I feel like every time you try to knock down a tree and it turns into a stump, there is a villager waiting around the corner like, I'm going to put my butt on there. And along they come and put their booty on the stump. Thanks, Wendy. I think her name's Wendy. Is her name Wendy? It is now. Anyway, as I was saying, we got this little area with some planks on the floor, and I just want to make this like a little spooky witch section. So there we got an oil barrel something else, a suspicious furnace, and a creepy skeleton. I forgot the name of the other item. I think it's called an oil barrel something furnace. I don't remember. Someone help me out. Okay, I googled it. It's an oil barrel bathtub. There we go. It's a DIY item in case you're wondering if you haven't seen it before, because I don't normally use it and I don't think a lot of other people normally use it. I just thought it kind of gave me spooky, icky off vibes, so definitely wanted to use it somewhere, and I'll probably use it again somewhere else. In a different section, somewhere on this island, and probably on Pumpkaboo, who knows? Oh my gosh, it's one of them days today. But anywho's, back to the build. We're just putting some more trees around this area. I'm gonna actually cut this one down because I feel like it obstructs too much, but I really want a tree stump there, so that's what I wanted to do. By the way, that item there, that's a little shelving rack, is the glowing moss jar shelves, I think it's called. I've probably said it wrong, but that's what it is. And then as you can see, I've used a cave item again, and I've turned it around just so it looks like a big pile of rocks. Oh my gosh, I'm just remembering one of the comments I was left on my last video about the pile of rocks and how they look like the Breath of the Wild rocks that you go and blow up and find treasure behind, and now I can't unsee it, so someone give me something to explode these rocks with, please. I mean, I guess I could always try the axe. I'm pretty sure from Breath of the Wild, you could hit things with your sword or whatever you've got, and it would break the rocks and you'd get like the stuff inside, like the flint in that and the gems. Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. It's been a while since I've played Breath of the Wild, so yeah, I've played a lot of games in between there. Now over here, I'm just putting some lovely stone pattern on the floor, and we've got a lovely glowing moss boulder as well to add a little colour to that section, you know, a little bit of a glow. Looks a bit more mystical then. And now let's do in front of resident services. Now, if you haven't seen my entrance build for Thistle, you wouldn't have seen me build this land bridge, but we're just in front of that. So basically, on the other side of this land bridge is the entrance, and me being me and making it so awkward, so when you wake up from dreaming of Thistle, to get to the airport, you're going to have to walk all the way around. And I'm sorry, but it's just how it's gonna be. It's just, you know, for aesthetic and island building reasons. I have my reasons, okay? No, I'd probably try and make it easier by having a walkway on the right side maybe, like some inclines and stuff, but we'll see what kind of mood I'm in. Do I want to make you guys walk all the way around to get to the airport, or do I want to make it easier to get to the airport? I have to have a think about that one. But anyway, back to talking about this build. Like, I keep getting distracted and talking about something else. We've just basically been putting a lot of wheat fields down, a lot of trees and a lot of bushes and weeds and things. But I've also been adding the cave items because, like I said, when you turn them around, they do look like a big pile of rocks. We got a mush parasol there in the customization of the strange colouring. And I've also got a forbidden altar. The forbidden altar, if you didn't know or haven't seen it before, is a DIY item. I believe the best place to find that DIY is either on a captain's island or HHP, but I could be wrong. You might be able to find it on your own island. I'm not too sure. I believe it's part of the glowing moss set because it comes with like the statue as well and things like that. But yeah, I think you can only get it on those islands, but I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, please someone let me know. Now over here we are finishing off with the right side of resident services, and basically I'm just gonna make an old little shack type thing over here. I might end up going back and changing this, but I don't know yet. Also, just want to give you guys a heads up that I will be changing this wood code over in my next video, but don't worry, I'll pop all the codes that I used in each video in the description section down below. So if you see any code you like, you'll be able to find it there. This is just a pretty simple build. I've got literally 3 storefronts and the gazebo, and that's about it. Like I said, I might end up changing this later because I wasn't too sure what to put here. But we have now finished this build for today, so let's have a little look around. I just had to time travel to nighttime because I just love how this area looks in the dark. Definitely going to set my DA at nighttime. Now, if you enjoyed this video today, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. Also, comment down below, even if it's just hello. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, my spooky friends. Come and join the Jellybean family. Hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!